Hey there, my methods again, chapter whatever. This kilt has just come to me. It's a bit of a rush order because it's for a member of the Royal Highland Fusiliers back east. And it needs some alteration because the fit is less than optimal. It's not quite big enough in the waist. It hangs below the guy's kneecaps. We can't have that. The whole point of good-looking uniforms, of good-looking clothing, is to make the person feel good about themselves, to dress so that they take pride in their appearance. If you dress people so that they look a bit off, you have the opposite effect, and that's what we've got here, and that's what we're going to change. So they've sent me the measurements. It looks like it has to be shortened about an inch. I'm going to decide, once I open the inside, I'm going to decide whether I am in fact going to take an inch off the top and then carry on, or if I'm going to just move the buckles and straps down an inch, because of course when we move the buckles and straps down relative to the bottom of the kilt, we're shortening the kilt because the buckles and straps stay at the same position relative to your natural waist. So I can lower those and raise the kilt, but I'm not sure if I'm going to do that yet. Again, I'll find out when I open inside. The other things that I see, very interesting, I've never seen Highland Light Infantry rosettes before, and this is a sergeant's kilt, obviously. Difference between Highland Light Infantry and Seaforth. This is I'm going to call it a civilian Mackenzie rather than HLI number 2A. It has a red line in center, which is generally more typical of a Seaforth kilt, but we do see that in Highland Light Infantry other ranks kilts. Officers' kilts are centered on the blue stripe, so this is proper. It just made me look twice. So I took a bunch of pictures of these because this is fascinating. As soon as I find a source of this green grosgrain ribbon, I'll look to see exactly how it is possible to make these things. And it's interesting, they've been held on just with safety pins because of course you're taking this in for dry cleaning or something, which you shouldn't do. I keep saying that. You can't leave these attached because they'll be destroyed. So what else do I see? I see that the buttonhole has blown out, and there's an example of exactly what I've said many times before. What happens when people pull the strap through the buttonhole and then yank it to tighten up the kilt, they blow out the seam. So that's what we see here. So that's got to be repaired. Interesting and kind of confusing that the loops that the kilt have been put there so people can hang their kilts. Don't do that, but hang their kilts. They're not centered off the middle of the back of the kilt, and neither are the kilt strap or the sporran strap loops. We're going to fix that. The other thing that I see is the hidden pleat for the inner apron, to my mind, is going the wrong way. It's going under and over top of the pleats rather than the other way. I have seen this detail in kilts made as far back as 1940, 1941, officers' kilts that were made bespoke. But I don't like that because the way the cloth hangs off the inside of the apron, it's not going to drape the same. So I'm going to change that. I'm going to flip that around so that the hidden pleat is projecting under the apron. It's also going to either clean and press. It has to be let out at the waist, but fortunately this A-line is fairly simple construction. We can see how it's been pressed. You can see exactly where the rest of the cloth is. It's been folded in. So I'm confident that whether or not I shorten this by taking material off the top, an inch off the top, or if I lower the buckles, I can get that extra 2.5 inches necessary by just letting out that A-line and increasing that. So yeah, so the top band will come off. That'll be replaced by the proper green woolen tape that we've got with the proper army stuff. Shorten to fit. We're going to correct that inside pleat. We're going to put these things properly centered. I'm taking these things off and I'm pitching them because, again, we shouldn't be hanging our kilts. And the last thing I'll do is this lining is going to have to be replaced because I just know that the canvas is going to be inadequate. We're going to turbocharge this thing, give it the Gucci treatment, and after cleaning and pressing, we'll put in a new elastic, because I've said elsewhere in at least one video, maybe two videos, elastic eventually perishes, and that's what we have here. So that's going to come out and it's going to be replaced by a new one. New lining, and we'll be good to go. Now I have to have this done in about a week, because it has to be back in time for stand 2, so when this guy marches out on parade, he's dressed in a manner that makes him feel proud of his appearance.